Hey, Brenda, Frank, how's it going? How's everybody doing this fine Thanksgiving morning, huh? Hey, Brenda. Giggles. TJ, TJ, TJ. Jody's here. Yep, Hank, happy Thanksgiving to you too, TJ. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody on the channel, in the chat. I'm gonna pitch some peanuts, be right back. I'm back. What'd I miss? Oh, it's snowing down there in Giggles? Let me bring up the weather over here. Yeah, there's a little bit of snow moving through your area. It's not gonna build up very much, but it's just little lines of snow cutting through your area. coming from the northwest, coming down like this, down through. No ship traffic at all right now. Good morning, Ed. TJ, what time's the big turkey dinner? The yeah, no ships or anything going on right now here. Pretty much just a cloudy day. Nobody's along the water. Being Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, 2025, I can understand that. Nobody down here on the water. Nobody but the geese. Canadian geese. Here comes Ed.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ed. How you doing?
Good. Thank you. Good morning, everybody on the chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Americans. I should say my neighbors in the South.
There you go. I don't know where Justin is, but it's kind of early for him.
He's probably getting the turkey ready. Dump the list here. Let's say good morning. Who's all here? Good morning, Brenda, Frank, uh, DJ. That's it. Frank and Brenda, have you guys taken out your turkey out of the freezer? Let it defrost. Get it ready. You didn't go fly ships, eh, Paul? This morning?
Hasn't been any ships, nothing going on.
Oh,
There's
nothing, eh?
there's 13 of them out anchored out in the in the harbor out just north of the bridge. They started anchoring in there yesterday, and there's no upbound ships anywhere, and there's no downbound ships.
Okay. Good morning.
I don't know if
Good
that's
morning, Russ.
because of the weather or what.
Oh, you guys don't eat turkey? Chicken? Yeah, I was up here in my computer room, and then last night around 8:30, 9 o'clock, my daughter calls me. She's like, Dad, it's white outside. I'm like, what do you mean it's white outside? So I go look. Remember how I was joking around with you to keep the snow?
Yeah.
It snowed a little bit yesterday in the evening, but it all disappeared. Oh, seafood. Oh, that sounds like good. See, I can't have seafood at home. The
No.
wife and no, the wife and my youngest, they're allergic to seafood. My youngest one, as soon as I open a can of tuna, if I have a can of tuna, that's it. That's it. DJ, what are you doing? Shoveling the snow? Oh, we know Mark is still sleeping. He doesn't get up until 3. So what have you been up to, Paul? Not much. Just
No, just kind of hanging out. I'm doing some different things around the house, nothing particular. My left leg has been bothering me, so I mean my right leg. So I don't know what that's all about. Just part of the aging process, I guess. I don't know.
maybe you pulled the muscle by walking too fast or got up too
Well, what
fast.
I notice is when I have my leg bent like I'm sitting in this chair right now, if I take and I move it out, it goes pop, 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 pop.
Well, it pops in your knee.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's a good one, TJ. When I see food, I eat it. Seafood. Is that pieces of ice going through the on the river there, Paul?
Oh,
Under
that
the bridge?
what that is I don't think that's ice. It could be a thin layer top ice because the temperature right now is only at about 29 to 30 degrees. Could be. So what's your plans for today, Ed?
Well, at 9:50, I gotta leave. I gotta take the wife to the doctor's appointment, and then
Okay. Now, what city are you near?
what city I'm near?
Yeah.
Kenora, Brandon, Portage la Prairie, Saskatchewan, 6 hours.
Okay, so you're closer to Saskatchewan, which is the western
Well,
side.
actually, I'm close. Yeah, I'm close to Saskatchewan. Yeah, Saskatoon.
So what time is it right there right now?
It's 8:18.
Okay, so you're an hour. Okay.
And then if I go east, it's Kenora, like that's part of Ontario, and then Thunder Bay.
Okay. So it's been getting cold there at nighttime, right?
It's starting to, yeah. Yeah, it's starting to. Starting Sunday, they're calling for -14 for night. And during the day, -10. And then it's just going to keep getting colder and colder.
I don't imagine there's a lot of cement work going on in that kind of weather, is there?
There is, but it's mostly inside buildings and stuff.
Oh,
They
like
hold it up.
like basement floors and things like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Booner.
Well, most places don't want to pay money because it costs a lot of money to hold it up and put heaters and stuff like that to keep it warm.
What you doing, Booner? Huh? What's my buddy Boone doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing?
How's his leg? Is he still limping or?
Oh yeah, a little bit. When he overdoes it. When he goes out there chasing the squirrels around the backyard. What? What?
Man, they started this week building right behind us here, apartment buildings, and now they're putting the pylons on in. It's just banging all day. Like they're putting those big cement columns in the ground. So they're using this machine that just pounds it.
Yeah. Pile driving
Oh,
type thing.
yeah, all day you hear move, move, move. Yeah, they drill a hole first, like a couple feet, and then they just shove the whole thing down there, and then they just pushed it
Drive it
down.
home, huh?
And then in 3 months, the apartment building will be up.
Oh, Boone. Boone just jumped up on me. What?
I seen that. He pushed you back.
Yeah. I think he wants to go OUT. I'll be right back, Ed.
Okay.
Go ahead. Get back in the house. Get back in the house. Come on, Boone. Boone, get in the house. Get in the house. Boone. Come on. Booner. Get in here. Boone. Boone. Come on. Boone. Get in the house. He went out and looked around and came back in the house. He says, "Hell no, it's too cold out here for me." Thing of it is, he gets something in his head, he wants to do it, and then he has second thoughts. Now you got a dog or cat, Ed?
A dog, little one.
Is he your buddy?
Oh yeah, he likes being outside now, but when he sees snow on the ground, he's not gonna want to go. He hates it. Usually by now, we would have 2 to 3 feet of snow already on the ground.
Giggle says when he sees food, he eats it.
Yeah,
Yep. I would imagine most everybody, though, Ed, is on the U.S. side. They're all getting ready for Thanksgiving.
yeah.
TJ, what time are you guys having Thanksgiving dinner there?
He said around noon. He thinks
Okay.
that's what he said earlier. I think that's what I read on the chat.
Brenda says we don't eat turkey.
Yeah, she eats seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my friend, you guys out there in the south, uh, be watching football games. They all start early today.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, NFL has a few games early.
Well, I know that the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade starts to this morning sometime. They got the great big balloons and everything. And
Yeah.
let me see if it's on right now. Not yet. I think it's around noon.
Good morning, John Shots. Justin.
Justin.
Yeah, they cut those two guys that shot those guards, eh?
Yeah. And they check their background. They're all here illegally.
Yeah, now the Donald Trump wants to check everybody.
Yep.
See, that's all it takes is one bad apple to screw up the whole system.
Yep.
Oh, you're talking about the National Guard thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard about it, but I didn't see exactly what happened. But what exactly happened with that? 'Cause I
Well,
didn't
it's
look
on
into
right
it.
now. It's on Fox News. They're doing an interview with the FBI.
Yeah, but I don't know even what exactly happened. I just
Well,
saw the news article like headline.
the thing that I can't figure out is they said it was a high powered rifle, and they're almost talking like it was the same thing, like when a sniper shot Trump. Um, that they were up above and they shot him down on
How many of them did they hit?
just two.
And how did they kill them? Or
no,
No.
they're in serious condition.
oh man, Trump's gonna be pissed.
He is.
You,
He
you
already
know,
said.
you know, fucked with the military guys. Yeah,
Yep.
he's very pro-military.
Yeah, he already said that they're gonna start doing backgrounds again. They're not letting those what do you call it?
I saw they caught one of the head MS-13 members yesterday. One of the head guys that was over like the whole United States or some shit. They caught him yesterday.
Yeah, he said he's stopping the border. He's not letting that culture come in, and they're gonna check everybody now.
They're going to do background checks on everybody from questionable areas of entry. In other words,
Yeah,
Well, the problem with doing background checks is this is the thing. If they've never been here, obviously there's not going to be anything, right? And some of these other like third world kind of shithole countries don't really keep records on things. So where are you going to get this background information from,
he
right?
was. Apparently, they weren't here for a long time. It was like 6 months or something
yeah,
that they were in the country.
Well, and they probably have they been in trouble since they first got here.
No idea.
don't know. They haven't said.
But see, this is also the problem I've said with vetting. So you get people from other countries that want to immigrate here, right? How do you vet somebody from Afghanistan when they don't keep any records on anybody in Afghanistan? How are you supposed to vet that person to know if they're not a terrorist or they don't have ISIS views? Like, how are you supposed to do that? Think about it. There's a lot of countries like that around the world that don't keep any records on anybody.
I don't
So,
know. Put them in a room and look straight in their eyes. I don't know.
I mean, that's all you can do because, like in Afghanistan, most of the people that live there don't even know how old they themselves are
Yeah,
because
that
they
that
don't
is
have
true.
birth certificates.
That is true.
Yeah, a lot of
Good
people there
morning,
just
Edward.
guess. They'll just guess their age when you ask them because they have no idea.
Happy Thanksgiving, Edward. Happy Thanksgiving, Justin.
Oh yeah, you guys too.
Well, we don't do Thanksgiving.
Well, I was saying in general to everybody.
Oh, well, I felt special there for a second, but that's okay.
It better be happy today. You don't want us getting all riled up on the other side of the border now. It's like a hornet's nest over here. Don't you go over here poking
So
it.
yeah, no, it's like I was telling Paul, all it takes is one bad apple to screw the whole system.
What's up, Edward, Jody, Brenda?
Well,
TJ?
what I don't know is the brigadier general is just talking right now on Fox News, talking about how Andrew and Sarah's families. Was it a female National Guard person was shot? I don't know.
That I don't know, Paul.
I see. I don't know nothing because I just saw the headline title of the National Guardsman ambush last night, but I fell asleep before I got a chance to watch it, so I didn't even know what happened.
Well, you know, in our current culture, you don't identify that it was a female National Guardsman and it was a male National Guardsman.
And the National Guard, you
National
do.
Guard, yeah,
You have to now. Pete
yeah.
Hegseth don't put up with that shit. Either you're a man or a woman. You better be one of the two, and you better be the right one. Pete Hegseth, man, I love his speeches, dude. You should hear him talk.
Why
His
they don't
last, do what?
they don't allow half and half to be in the army down there?
What you mean, like transgendered?
Yeah, the
No,
word.
no, they've kicked all them out of there.
Oh yeah?
Told them they're not allowed to be. Yeah, because technically that is classified. Whether you agree with it or not, technically it is classified as a mental disorder.
What the
It's called gender dysphoria. Now, some people will argue that that's not a real thing, but the scientific community has labeled it as a mental disorder. It's always been that for years before all this started. It was always labeled like that. So doesn't mean the person's crazy or nothing. It's just that movement went crazy is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You should hear what you know who Jeffree Star is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, he's been real vocal the last like couple months, dude. He's been actually attacking the transgender community.
Oh wow.
He's been going after them, and he's part of that like that whole group of people, and he don't even like the way they act.
Drone Shots is watching the parade. Says it's on NBC.
Yeah, I heard it on the TV in the living room.
Well, what
Went to go get in the shower.
what they're announcing now is the guardsman that was shot on the streets of D.C. was sworn into office 24 hours ago.
So he was fresh out of boot camp.
Fresh out of training. Yep.
Yeah, because they go to the same boot camp that all the other services
And
go
they
to.
caught the person that shot him. He drove all the way across the country to come here and shoot a national.
Man, you got to be fucking stupid to do that. He's lucky it wasn't the regular military. Then you had a fucking rocket coming in at a building.
Okay, now they're saying it wasn't a high-powered rifle. It was a Smith & Wesson 6-shooter 357.
See, that's the thing. How the hell do you get a gun just like that? Like, I mean,
It's the illegal gun trade.
Yeah, there's a lot of that goes on.
fuck.
That's all it is. So I said you could never take guns out of the U.S. because then it would just create a massive fucking black market. I mean, it'd be a black market like you've never seen before. It'd be so big.
Dude,
That's why.
Here to go buy a gun, you have to go through a lot of steps.
I mean, it's not easy to, like I said, people always say, oh, like people that don't live in the U.S., they just hear about this shit on the news. They'll say, oh, well, the U.S. needs to put more laws in place. All the laws are there. It's just you got to remember, criminals don't give a shit about the laws. You put all the laws you want in place, criminals don't care at the end of the day. I mean, you can say it's illegal to shoot somebody, that don't mean they're not going to do it. People think laws by putting a law in the book, all of a sudden criminals are going to be like, oh fuck, that's what we're supposed to be doing. No, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, like here we have the same thing. Like we have drive-bys and fucking.
Oh, I know. You remember that Michael Moore documentary back in the early 2000s?
No.
He was trying to make Canada seem like it was like this perfect place to live. Like they had zero crime. And it wasn't just Canada. He was trying to compare all the European. You should watch it one day, and you'll be blown away by his rhetoric. Like it makes no sense. He tries to make it seem like all the European type countries and Canada are just like this like oasis, like this utopia of just peacefulness, and there's nothing going on there, and just the U.S. is riddled with crime, and it's like, bro, everybody has crime everywhere.
Oh yeah.
But if you watch his documentary, you're gonna think he's a complete fucking idiot, and there was a lot of people that believed him too. He was trying to say there was no ghettos and no bad areas in Canada. Yeah, it was a pretty wild documentary.
Oh no, we got that here.
Yeah, it's the same in the UK, same in Germany. I mean, you got bad areas in every country.
She cut the ribbon. Who cut the ribbon? Drone Shots. That's Jody, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That should be an easy name. It's my nephew's name.
He also comes in under the other account, Frank Rizzo. That's him too. If you see Frank Rizzo in the chat, because he uses that on his cell phone and then he uses drone shots on his computer.
Oh, okay.
So you can also tell when he's not home by what account he's using. I'm surprised Macy's even can afford to do that parade anymore. To be honest, as that company's been slowly dying over the years.
Yeah, but they must have lots of sponsors though.
Yeah, that might be the only way they're doing it because they couldn't afford to throw that
Macy's
parade
Day
on their own.
Parade.
They've shut down so many Macy's stores around the country. I want to say they even shut their. Is that Iconic store in New York City still there? Let me see, because that was like their flagship store. Let me see. Is the Macy's store still open?
The Macy's Day Parade is it airs at 2:00 p.m. It says on TV, but the Thanksgiving Day Parade in Detroit is starting now.
Yes, the most famous Macy's store, the flagship location in New York City. Yeah, it's still open. It's on 34th Street between Broadway
Jody
and
was saying
6th
it's on
Avenue.
right now on NBC.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
just went
on,
to
but
NBC, and that's the warm up for the Detroit Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Ah,
the Macy's Day Parade don't. I think the parade itself doesn't start till later, but
Like 2
the
o'clock or something.
yeah, but they'll be on TV all day.
Yep, there I'm talking about it.
Yeah, because people will line up out there in the middle of the night waiting. Because look at how crammed those people are down the side of those roads for that parade. It's crazy. It's just like the Super Bowl. A lot of times, all the pregame shows and everything start early in the morning, and they'll talk about it all fucking day long.
yeah.
You have like 8 hours of pregame shit before the actual game starts. Oh, did they actually start? Oh no, it's on right now. I'm just seeing the door balloon. Okay, so they actually already started it. I don't know. I don't ever watch it, to be honest. I don't really have any interest to sit and watch a parade on TV. I don't know, Dusty. I don't pay attention to the Macy's Day Parade. I don't watch it.
Yeah, they're calling the parade in Detroit the America's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where the other one is called the Macy's Parade.
Hey, Justin,
What?
excuse me. Can you believe where I live, not even one computer place fixes these freaking cords?
Hold on, say that one more time. Sorry.
You can buy a
Not,
new one, can't you?
no, no. Like, the old telephone jacks that have the clip
Yep.
Yeah.
that you plug in? Well, on my steering wheel and for my clutch pedal and my gears, the clips broke. So it doesn't hold. So I'm looking around to get it changed. And not even one computer place here does that anymore. They don't carry that shit.
Is the cord? Can you pull the cord out of both sides?
No, no, because it's connected to the.
Okay, so it's wired into the pedals and it plugs into
Yeah,
the
it's
back of
wired
the
into the
steering wheel.
pedal and it's wired into the shifter. Yeah.
You can put your own end on it, but you're gonna have to buy the tool and the new piece, and you're gonna have to make sure you do the wires exactly the way they look inside the previous plug.
Yeah, I'm gonna take to a friend of mine that knows about computers and stuff, and he's gonna look at it, see if he can order
Yeah,
them.
because it's just like doing an Ethernet cable at the end. You just have to buy a special crimper, and then you can buy new tips, and then you just cut the cable, and then you splice it and pull all the cables out, strip them all, and then you're gonna have to stick them in there and then crimp it.
That's what she said. But yeah, no, not even one computer place a repair shop. I was like, what the?
Yeah, it's not really the same thing, Dusty. Though he's doing Ethernet cables, but yeah, you can buy that stuff. You're just gonna if he doesn't have it, but I mean to buy the tips and a crimper, you're probably talking maybe $20. You'll probably never use it again, but it's gonna be cheaper than buying a whole new steering wheel.
Oh yeah, if it's gonna cost me too much, no, then I'm not gonna do it. Because these go for one. I see that on Amazon for $1.99.
Yeah, that's why I said you could buy the new tips and the crimper for probably under $20. The crimper would probably cost you like $10 or $12, and then the tips would probably cost you $4 or $5. And you're probably going to buy a whole bag of them. That's why I said it's something you're probably never going to use again. But
Yeah, it was giving it to me like that broken already, but
it
I thought it would
sucks.
just.
Well, now when you hold it in there, does it work though?
Yeah, it like holds, but
Okay,
like if I move, like if I bump into the steering wheel, it comes like it just
okay.
comes
Well,
off.
that's what I was saying. So you at least know the pedals are working then.
Yeah, yeah, you
Okay,
lose connection.
that's good then. Yeah, then you know that you just need a new tip. Because it'd suck to buy that stuff and replace it and then find out the pedals don't even fucking work.
No, no, it does work. It does work.
And that's for a cheap steering wheel, dude. Some of them steering wheels are like $500-$600.
Bro,
They
I've
get
been watching
expensive.
videos like because I want to play that American trucker thing, and I've been watching lots of videos all day, and it's like some of those setups. Oh my god.
And it sucks that they didn't design it where the cable went where you could unplug it from the pedals and the steering wheel, because then you could just replace the cable. But since
Yeah,
it's wired into that, that kind of sucks.
yeah. But oh well, what you gonna do, eh?
Let me see here.
I just couldn't believe it because it's a computer repair place. I mean,
Yeah, but they don't necessarily fix stuff like that.
yeah, they said that they haven't used those stuff for a long time.
And most computer places aren't even going to carry the tools to fix Ethernet cables because they're so cheap. You know what I'm saying? They just
Hmm.
sell you a new Ethernet cable. There's no point in really fixing it. Paying somebody to fix an Ethernet cable because you can go get 100-foot one at Walmart for like $12. You know.
I'm just gonna phone the Rogers company for my internet and tell them that I have a problem with my wires. So they said somebody to come down.
Yeah, see, they got the crimpers on Amazon here for about $10. You can get them. And if you buy like a whole kit that has the crimpers and everything, and all the little ends and all that, what is it, the RJ? What's the foam ones, Jody? I don't remember what those ones are called. You would know. But
Yeah,
you can buy.
it looks like a phone jack.
Yeah, it is. It's most likely a phone jack. I mean, just get an. You have a phone cable laying around there. I was gonna say you could just plug one in and see if it clips in there just fine. Because hopefully that's not some weird proprietary phone clip in, you know. I didn't know if you had like an old phone cord around there that you could push in there and just see if it clips in good.
Yeah, I better go look for one.
But yeah, you can buy like a whole setup. It comes with the tips and everything for like about $25. Looks like should probably be about 30 there. It's really not hard to do. But if your buddy knows how to do Ethernet cables, he'd know how to do that. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah, no,
simple.
he knows how to do computer shit. Wires
What's
and
the phone jack tips called? Not the Ethernet ones. Is it RJ45s? I actually got a couple. Hey, I actually got a couple phone cables in my bundles of cables that I have.
East Coast, he still has those rotary. What do you call the rotary ones? The ones that with the circle with the
Okay.
numbers.
So you're looking for RJ11 connectors.
RJ11. Okay.
Yeah, and then you just need the crimpers to go along with it. Which the crimpers I was looking at on there, they do the Ethernet and the phone ones. Like they're made for both. Which does your buddy have a set of those crimpers?
I think so because he texted me last night. He's like, "Oh, I got to see the cable first."
Because you might,
So,
if he has the crimpers, then you might just have to. Actually, yeah, then you would just have to buy the little plastic tips, the RJ11 tips. Which those would probably cost you like $5-6. You'll probably get like 100 of them.
they're all the same size, right? The phone jacks or even the internet plugs.
No,
They're the same.
Ethernets are way bigger.
Oh yeah.
They
Okay.
look exactly this. They look almost the same. They're just about 3 or 4 times the size.
Well, what does
Oh,
it cost for you to get a replacement from GM or whoever?
GM.
GM.
What's that plug go into?
Oh, it goes into my steering wheel on my computer. It's a game.
Oh, on your game computer. I thought you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
steering wheel, and I thought it was on your vehicle.
Oh no. Bring my vehicle to the computer place. Can you fix this?
Ah, Brenda's about to go over the Skyway Bridge. That bridge is fucking something else driving over that. Jody wants to know, what wheel do you have?
It's the PXN V900. It's the one with the clutch and gear shifter.
See, I don't even do my own Ethernet cables because honestly, it's easier just to buy one, in my opinion. And I don't ever need them that much to where I need to buy all the shit to make them anyway. If I need a new cable, I'll just buy one. But I got a whole drawer full of fucking Ethernet cables, all different sizes. Because when me and Sean were building that Raspberry Pi for the 3D printer, he actually sent me about 10 cables that were all different lengths. He sent me a 3-foot, a 4-foot, a 6-foot. He sent me an 8-foot, and I think a 12-foot cable that he made.
Yeah,
I don't.
I used. But
No, go ahead.
I used to had another one, but it was just a accelerator and there's still a cheap one. But and then this one was giving it to me, and I was like setting it up the other day, and was like, oh, these
Yeah,
cords
like
are
Jody
broken.
said, yeah, okay, yeah, just put a new end on it. You should be fine. Easy to do. Like I said, if your buddy's ever done Ethernet cables, it's exactly the same, just smaller.
Okay, Jody, I'll put it in their box and I'll send it to you. How's that? And then you send it back.
Shit, you might as well just buy a new one at that point.
Yeah, just the cost to send it back and forth.
Shit, Corey bought a new steering wheel. What was it, about 6 or 8 months ago?
Oh, that's a good one.
And he I think his was like $400 or $500 Canadian.
Yeah, like I said, I've been watching some videos, man. Some of those guys have a setup. Holy shit.
Did you figure out the configuration for the steering wheel?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
but
It was
when I
in
was
this. It was in the settings, right?
there's the steering wheel comes with it's called a mode program mode, whatever.
Uh
And
huh.
if you hold the mode button down for 3 seconds, yeah, it's programmed for the American truckers or that Need for Speed stuff racing.
Oh, so it will recognize which game you're playing and
Yeah,
automatically
yeah,
adjust for it.
yeah. You
Okay.
just press the mode.
See,
But I
because
was
when
setting up my shifter to shift in the truck, and every time I moved it, it would disconnect from the steering wheel.
yeah, see, because when I was playing European truckers with David Birdman, I was using my Xbox Elite 2,
Okay.
and he had to have me go in the settings and do the configuration thing in there to tell it I was using a remote control because it was trying to do keyboard settings.
I did. I used to, you know what, drone shots, Jody? I used to do that like 5, 6 years ago. We used to get a whole bunch of people together and race and do like for at the end of the season get a trophy and stuff. I love that, man. Every Friday night we used to race.
Yeah, back in the mid like 90s when like the PlayStation 1 first came out, whenever that
No, it was on
was.
computer. It was on PC.
Oh no, no, I'm saying like back when the PlayStation 1 came out, whatever year that was, and then the first NASCAR game came out for it. My uncles had two Logitech steering wheels, and my uncle built these two racing chairs out of office chairs, and like rewelded them and everything with these like special holders and shit that would hold the steering wheel and everything in front of you. Dude, they would sit there for hours just racing NASCAR. Like they would do like 400 or 500 lap races and shit. They'd be sitting there for hours just racing. They were really big into that back in the day.
Yeah. Well, the one I used to play with it was like you can build your own car and have your own team and stuff. It was pretty cool.
What was the first? Was it NASCAR '95 or what was the first one that was on PlayStation?
You race now, Jody, on Xbox? Which Xbox? Because I got the white one, Xbox S, I want to say.
I don't know. It was NASCAR '98. That was it. That was the first PlayStation NASCAR game. That was the one that they used to play.
Oh, let me guess, you have one of those racing seats and everything, one of those metal carts, whatever.
Have you seen the ones that got the hydraulics built in them and shit?
Oh man, it's crazy. Like I said, I've been watching some videos. It's unreal. It has vibration every time you hit something. It just shakes. You're turning the seats, turning.
Yeah, this one here. This one here actually has like hydraulics built into it. So actually, like when you're turning around the track, like going around the grade on the track, it will turn sideways a little bit to make you feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I see. Oh, that's
fucking. I don't know. Yeah, fucking not almost 9 grand.
fuck. Look at that setup, though, man.
I mean, you'd have to. I mean, if you're gonna invest that much money into that, you better really be into fucking racing. I'll tell you that, because that's insanely expensive. And you
You know
can get
what?
it, dude. You can
Go
do
ahead.
payments on it through PayPal for $400 a month.
Holy fuck.
That's a fucking car payment, bro.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, that's
Jody,
the
I was
one.
thinking. Jody, I was thinking of getting that PS5 actually tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yeah, that was the one I saw. One of the YouTubers, they sent it to him to have or whatever because he was really big into racing, and it looked pretty badass. Very well built too.
Yeah, no, like
There was nothing. He said there was. I mean, just the look of it, there was nothing on that platform that looked like it was built cheaply. I'll tell you that. Looked very premium.
yeah, some of those guys on YouTube channels there that truck simulators, man, it looks so real, like it's insane.
Oh yeah, there was that one guy that had the two 50-inch TVs, and then he had like two 42-inch or 46-inch TVs on the side.
On the side,
So,
yeah, like
yeah, so you had your two front windshields that were split, and then you had your two side windows for your doors, and then he sat inside of it. And I was like, man, no. See, what I would do if I was that big into truck driving and I wanted to build like the ultimate simulator, I would literally buy an old truck cab and put the TVs in the actual, take the windshields out in the door glass and actually mount the TVs inside there.
holy shit, bro. How am I gonna get that inside my bedroom?
That's something you build. Hell no, that's something you got to build in the backyard or something.
Take it all apart.
Or you just have the cab laying on the ground.
Yeah, no, that's a good game. NASCAR. I would love to get back into it. Like I said, we had a guy that had a server, and man, there would be like, I don't know, 20 of us sometimes. And it's just like I said, you could do your own paint job, your own car, build it the way you want it, your own crew.
Dusty.
Okay.
What was the name of that female NASCAR driver?
What was
Really
her
good
name?
looking dark hair.
Fuck, what was her name? I know who you're talking about.
She does
Female
commercials
NASCAR
now.
driver. Uh,
It wasn't Ant. No, not
Danica Patrick.
Danica Patrick.
Danik. Yeah, Danik. Yeah.
Now there are other ones like Haley Deegan, Natalie Decker, but she was probably the most famous.
Yeah, Danica Patrick.
Yes, East Coast. Being outside is nice. Yes. But our new generation these days, they don't want to go outside and play. They want to be inside and play.
Well, to be fair, that's not the world they live in, though.
Man, I remember when I was a kid, bro. We used to take a bicycle rim and chase that freaking thing down the street with a piece of stick.
Oh, for
Just tapping
fuck's
it
sake, get out of here.
to make it roll, bro. see, Jay, Justin, your generation doesn't remember that stuff. But I'm telling you, bro.
Now,
I
my
just
gener
I can
my
picture Ed rolling that down
Hey,
there
Paul,
with a stick.
I don't know about you when you were younger, but us, we were not rich. You know the corn cobs that you eat the corn? You cut the ends, you make two wheels, put a little stick, a little bamboo stick, and you use that as our carts down the road.
Did you also ask for seconds when you went to go up and get your porridge? For fuck's sake.
See?
Sir, can I
The
have some
bigger the
more?
corn, the better the wheel, right?
Yeah, yeah. We used to make our own
God.
go karts with bearings. wheel bearings.
God, you sound like you lived through the fucking depression. Jesus Christ.
No, it was not depression. That was called toys, man.
No, my generation was probably the first. I would say it was definitely the generation where the
Hey,
technology started advancing very
when you get
quickly,
home,
for sure.
and we have to go walk.
Because the '90s were definitely the decade where technology really started taking off. Like, and then as soon as it hit the early 2000s, it was like fucking full speed away.
Yeah, see, you don't remember those days, Justin. You were still young.
I grew up in the '90s.
All this new generation, all they want to do is play inside on their video games
To
on their
be honest,
phones.
though, if you guys had that back, if you had all this technology back when you were kids, you would have done the same thing. I
No,
guarantee it. I
no,
guarantee it. And
no.
I hear the older generation bitching about it all the time, but I see just as many people that are Paul's age driving down the road watching TikTok on their fucking phone instead of paying attention to the road. I don't even want to hear that.
Well, what cracks me up is I look at drivers that are my age, and for some reason they turned into turtles. They drive slow. They don't know where they're going.
I'll try living in Florida. It's like a fucking nursing home on the road. No, but I see just as many older people from Paul's age all the way down to my age that are fucking glued to their phones. Every generation that's still alive is like that. I mean, so they really can't complain. Say, well, back in my day, like motherfucker, what are you doing these days? Is all I see you doing is fucking on Facebook and Instagram.
Back in my day, our phones were rotary phones. With the ring that you put your finger and you'd like, and then it would wait until it go back, do the number again, wait until it goes back.
What, I would have been like 12, I think, Dusty, when you graduated high school.
Called rotary phones.
Yeah, that's what I said, rotary phones.
Always.
Yeah, I'd have been 12 when Dusty graduated.
And bikes, there were no bikes back in the day. Well, there was bikes in the back of the day, but I mean, only the rich kids had them.
We used to build our own bikes. My uncle, when we were like 10 or 11, my uncle went to a military base auction where they were auctioning all this shit off. And for some reason, the military had these two massive trailers that were just full of BMX bikes. I don't know why the fuck they had them. Why they ended up at an auction on the base. I guess it might have maybe just been old kids' bikes that got left on the base, and they just collected them up. But he got them really cheap, and there was like probably 1,000 bikes in the two trailers. And we used to build bikes all the time out of all those parts. I built quite a few bikes out of those two trailers. There were some that were just frames, and there were some nice bikes in there too. Like there was some frames that were worth quite a bit of money. And me and my cousin actually sold about 6 or 7 bikes that I remember. After we built them, and we sold them to other kids that wanted them.
Yeah, that's how it was back in the day.
My uncle used to go do those military auctions all the time and buy old shit from the military. And then sometimes you get a whole trailer of brand new shit that they just never used and they were trying to get rid of it. I'll tell you, the military is one of the biggest wasteful. Oh my God, the amount of shit they waste that they buy and then they don't use it. Like he got a whole trailer load of one time of the Marine sleeping bags from the Marines, big old heavy duty like Arctic sleeping bags. I had one of those for years. My uncle got a whole trailer load of those and sold them. He gave one to each of me and my cousins. They were all brand new, still in the packaging. What's up, TJ?
DJ.
TJ.
Sounds like you got a cold there, Justin.
No, it's just my allergies. They're so bad this year.
Oh, great.
I gotta go see the doctor about them and see what I can do because even the prescription allergy shit's not really doing all that. I might have to have that fucking procedure done like Kelsey had done, where they have to go up into your sinus cavities and like they do some kind of shit where they like burn it open or something. I don't know exactly what it is.
Ouch.
They had to do it on Kelsey though. I just need to take the time to go to the doctors. I keep forgetting, putting it off.
TJ, why don't you come up and say hi?
And I have free insurance through the county too, so just don't ever use it.
Yeah, come on, gobble gobble.
You going to get your Bob Evans meal today, Paul?
No, I haven't decided yet.
I'll go up there and get it.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Keep the tradition going, you know.
They got a turkey dinner that just to die for. Mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing. Oh yeah, turkey,
Oh, I love
sliced
stuffing.
turkey.
I don't know whoever the first one was that thought to shove bread up a turkey's ass and cook it, but it's delicious.
Well, it makes you wonder how they did it. You know, like they chased the turkey around the yard and shove bread up his butt or what?
What do you mean, like you guys cook? What do you mean, you guys cook bread inside a turkey's bum?
That's what stuffing's made out of, is bread.
Yeah,
Oh.
you put stuffing.
Well,
in
yeah, it comes in a box. Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
cook it. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were talking about like real bread. I was gonna say, what the?
No, it's just if you make your own homemade stuffing, which a lot of people do for Thanksgiving, they'll make it fresh. Not everybody uses a box stuffing. I mean, a lot of people do, but there's a lot of people that will make it from scratch for Thanksgiving.
I see what you mean now.
Oh yeah, stuffing, and then you dip it in the mashed potatoes and gravy. Get a little spoonful of each. Oh, it's so good. Sarah's in the kitchen now starting on her Thanksgiving. So
Who has a bird?
we just bought a little turkey breast. We didn't buy nothing huge this year. So, because we always end up with shit tons of it leftover turkey, and then nobody ends up eating it. Like it doesn't all get eaten, and then a lot of it gets wasted. So we decided not to do that this year. So. I mean, the
Good morning,
majority of it
Mr.
will get eaten, but there's a lot that gets wasted. So,
Good morning, Mr. Drake.
Ashley's called.
what's up, Gray? And and you know what? What's funny? What Dre just said. That's part of the Mandela effect. It's not actually called stovetop stuffing. It's just Stouffer's. But people always say stovetop stuffing. There was never actually a brand with that. Yeah, because it's not Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. It's actually Kraft. It was made by Kraft, not Stouffer's.
Well, I just did what you guys told me to. I ordered from Bob Evans. It'll be ready in 15 minutes.
Yeah, you might as well have yourself a
Nice.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Mr. Dre.
I didn't take the green beans. I took the corn as the side.
Nice. Now, when you go pick it up, if you're going to go pick it up,
Yep.
stop at the beer vendor, pick yourself a beer
I'm not a beer drinker, Ed.
or a bottle of wine.
I'm not a wine drinker.
Ah.
I'm a Pepsi.
Pepsi, a Diet Pepsi then.
What's up, Dre? Is that Dre that came in?
Yep.
That's the one we use, the top stove.
Yeah, but people misremember it as Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. It's actually
DJ.
Kraft stovetop.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Dre, how's it going?
Yeah, that's why Justin said it's not actually stovetop. Yeah, that's how I got it. That's the name, stovetop stuffing.
No, but what I meant to say was people remember it as Stouffer's stovetop stuffing, but it was never made by Stouffer's. It was made by Kraft.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember it being called stovetop.
Yeah, people always say Stouffer's stovetop stuffing, but it's not actually made by Stouffer's. They make their own stuffing.
Yeah.
Just like it's just craft stuff.
It's one of
Don't
those
you dare
Mandela
say them
effects.
blasphemy name, TJ. Try to say Kraft macaroni and cheese. That's like, ooh. Them are fighting words.
That's funny.
Well, as you can tell, Dre, he's freezing his little buns off right there in Michigan.
There's snow on the ground right now.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go out and make your snow angels, TJ, and some yellow snow?
No, not
It's
yet.
some
Not
yellow
yet.
snow.
He was talking yesterday, going out there just as boxer shorts and do a snow angel.
Oh, look at this snow. It looks so beautiful.
I didn't snow came in different colors. Let me see if it tastes like lemon.
Lemon.
Oh.
Well, Brenda agrees with you, Dre, not the box stuffing.
No, you gotta make it home for Thanksgiving. You gotta make it homemade from scratch, dude. Cause my wife be throwing stuff like cranberries in it, and the other folks throw nuts in it and stuff like that. I mean, you can't get that from the box. You gotta make that homemade, dude, from scratch.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of people make it from scratch for Thanksgiving, but there's a lot of people that make the box shit too.
Oh yeah, I say a majority of their dinner came out of a box or pre-made somehow. Like I said, they'll buy a bunch of those mac and cheese boxes and try to put it in another dish and say bon appetit.
Yeah, they'll like throw extra cheese and shit on it to make it look like it was so
I
made.
said, you ain't fooling me.
And my favorite thing around Thanksgiving is sweet potato souffle. I mean, green bean casserole is okay, but like the next day, it's just like the onions are all soggy and everything. It's like, ugh.
I don't like sweet potato. Ugh.
Do you guys put wieners in your macaroni?
No, that's other holiday stuff. Maybe for Easter. Not Thanksgiving. We don't play games like that.
So we don't play games like that.
You know, that's something you kind of maybe leftovers. You throw a little wieners in there for the kids to eat it.
Little. Those are the little wieners are the ones that you throw in there when you're doing a crawfish boil and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't
Like I
start
said,
talking about crawfish boils. You're gonna get fucking Johnny in here.
yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny just went live dropping his turkey into the fryer.
Oh yeah, I
Wow.
don't think I saw that part. Like he was just
No,
in here.
he just did it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I got to drop mine in my fryer here in about another hour or so. I'm gonna cook mine.
You doing it out
Gotcha.
on your driveway or?
No, I do it on the back patio.
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous though, Mr. Dre?
Well, it's only dangerous if you're dangerous,
Well, you
Oh,
have
okay.
to
and
like
that's not the reason.
when you're
The
deep
reason,
frying a turkey and like you have it in the oil, you have to slowly
Well, you
slowly.
want to make sure it's completely thawed too.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of preparation to make sure it's ready to go in there. But like TJ was saying, you don't want to overheat the oil, and that's what have a lot of people fire up the propane, the burner, and let it sit there. And that oil's just bubbling, like the French fry machine at McDonald's or something. And you try to jump that, and you got to load that turkey from the top down, dude. That grease be popping up on your arm and stuff, and you end up dropping it in there. And next you know, you get a big fire on your hands.
Yeah, you have flames everywhere.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
lot of things you got to watch for. You got to make sure your turkey's thawed. You got to get the oil level right, the temperature right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It can be dangerous if you're not careful and you.
And that's it. A lot of people don't pay attention, and they just think, oh, it's boiling. The oil's boiling. I said you might want to let it calm down a little bit when you drop that turkey in there, because almost like we call flash frying,
Yep.
because the oil's too hot.
You get those PSAs every year from the fire departments.
Mm-hmm.
Try to show people how to do it.
Yeah, because like people, especially in cold weather climate, people are trying to cook these turkeys in garages and sheds, and then next you know you burn the whole thing down.
Yep.
Wow. How long do you let yours cook, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it's supposed to go by the poundage. Usually we get it between a 15 and 18 pound bird, which takes us no more than about 45 minutes to cook.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's way faster when you fry it than it is baking.
Yeah. So when you deep fry a turkey, I would say it's all about the prep. You know, my wife goes to Stater's and get the Cajun mix, and she injects it into the bird, all over into the meat itself. So you know, when you're frying it, all that injection stuff is just really sealing itself into the meat.
Hey Dre, you know what you should do? You said you're deep frying your turkey, right?
Yeah, I'm deep frying it. Yeah.
So there's this thing where like when people like do the turkey in the oven, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen like pictures, but some like people like there was a picture where somebody had cut a lemon in half and stuck the two like ends like on the turkey, so it looks like so when it comes out of the oven, it looks like the turkey's got some boobs or something like
Oh my
that.
God, we were talking about that yesterday.
I knew this was gonna go the wrong way.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and finish, TJ. I'm waiting for it. Is this actually something that's gonna make it taste better or different? What we going for? Or this was for the appearance of the perverted type?
Yeah, because
that's funny.
normally when you bake a turkey, it's what, like 12 to 15 minutes per pound or something.
Yeah, where basically you
It's
put
an
a
all
turkey in
day.
the oven, you're talking about like a 5 to 6 hours possibly. Depends how
Yeah,
big a bird you got in there.
Yeah, it's
That's
an all
what we
day
do.
thing when you bake it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
we've been.
there's another meme too where it said let the turkey chill in the sink and it's got a beer in one hand and it's like got some glasses on and then there's like a onion for the nose. He's just chilling in the sink.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, only reason we don't deep fry is case like the big thing we worry about is wind, because the wind can affect the temperature,
Yeah.
of of getting the oil up to the right temperature. If the wind's too cold, but we're having great weather today. It's going to be 80 degrees, virtually no wind. So yeah, it's going to cook for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes tops. I think we got like a 16-pound bird, so it's going to come out just right.
Nice. Enjoy it.
Yeah. I don't know what Justin talking about. Leftover turkey is the bomb, dude.
Oh
Bomb.
yeah.
No, I'm
And
not
I
saying that we
love like the
don't
next
eat
day,
it.
like
It-
turkey sandwiches. Oh my god, they're so good.
Yep.
It's just like we'll get like sometimes we'll get a 15, 18-pound bird and we just don't end up eating all of it.
Well, you got
So-
them dogs.
I hate wasting food like that. So I told
Like I
Sarah
say,
this year.
chop it up and put it in dog food.
I told Sarah this year. I said, just let's not do as much as we normally do, because that way we don't have, the fridge jam packed, or half of it's going to end up getting thrown out.
Yeah, well, it's always to me, it's not so much the main meat, it's the side dishes, which, we usually have, we don't have sweet potato, we have yams.
Oh, yams are pretty good. I like them damn things.
Yeah, yams is the bomb, and then we have some greens, and
Yeah.
and like I say, real macaroni and cheese. My daughter prepped hers last night and stuff. She'll put it in the oven today, and go from there. And usually the yams won't last past the first day. They'll be gone by breakfast the next day and stuff.
Cranberry sauce.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing that we don't get heavy into is fancy cranberry sauce. I mean, I think my wife said she put some in a mold last night or something, and sometimes we totally forget about it. Cranberry sauce is not a big deal.
Oh yeah, I like the cranberry sauce and the one that you get that's in the shape of a can. When you open it, it comes out in the shape of a can.
I don't mind canned cranberry sauce. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know some folks are real, like I say, just like with other things, some folks are very picky about cranberry sauce. We're just not the ones.
I mean,
Well,
both are easy to spread like on something or whatever. So I mean,
Dude, when my grandma used to make Thanksgiving, there was nothing that wasn't made from scratch.
What are you
She
doing?
didn't
Mhm.
use any box, canned stuff, nothing. Everything
Yeah.
was made from scratch.
Well, look at the East Coast. He's doing brisket. 16 hours of cooking.
Well, he said he cooks his turkey like brisket, which is like say 20-pound bird, 16 hours at look at the temperature, 225. That means when he pulls it out, the meat is falling off the bone.
Yeah, because normally you would cook it at what, 350, right?
Yeah.
I think.
It'd be like you'd be somewhere above 325, 350 for about 4 to 5 hours. 225, 16 hours, yeah. But like I said, by then, and then you got to make sure the meat stays moist and stuff. Because turkey will dry out on you. So, like I say, you probably have to inject it, and maybe you have to keep it moist while it's cooking
Keep
for that amount of
basting it.
time. Yep. Keep
On
basting
ours,
it.
my wife does it. She puts pineapple rings on top of it, and then every hour and a half we soak it.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
usually do pineapple on ham, but not on the turkey.
Yeah, that's what we do.
yeah, pineapple and ham's pretty good. I like that. I like it on I like it on a pizza.
Yeah, we do the pineapple on the ham. My son's cooking the ham. My oldest son is doing that.
Yeah, I wish we would have got ham. If I had to pick between turkey and ham, I'd much rather have ham.
Yeah, I like a mixture of both, a little bit of both.
We didn't get a ham this year. We just got turkey.
Hopefully, I'm like I said, we this is how we do Thanksgiving. Is Christmas where we'll do a variety of maybe different things. I think it was last year. I think it was the last year before we did Italian. We had lasagna for Christmas and some other stuff like that, and pesto salad and everything. This year, I'm hoping to get a prime rib if the price ain't too high.
Yeah, because
I was like-
technically, if you go by tradition of the holidays, you're supposed to do turkey on Thanksgiving, ham on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way you're supposed to do it. But most people
Oh,
do it
I
if
was-
they want to.
I always like a good ham from Honey Baked Ham. Those are always good.
Yeah.
Now leftover ham to me is way better than leftover turkey. Oh, dude, you can just go
Yeah.
cut off a couple chunks of ham. Oh, leftover
So
ham.
TJ, you gonna go down and get you a who ham?
A who ham, yeah.
You're supposed to. That's what my wife does. She uses that
Who
apple
ham?
juice.
Nothing like leftover ham slices. Put it on some bread with a little bit of mayo.
What?
Just a basic sandwich.
Where
Mhm.
do you
Oh,
where
so
do you
good.
where do you live exactly, Jody? Like, cause I don't know how far
He's
away.
in Mich-
Well,
Oh,
I know, but like where? Cause I'm in Monroe, so I don't know how far away Monroe is from him. So
Mhm.
It's just a block away from you, bro. You get out
well,
of your door, you look left, he's right there.
if you would have been paying attention, he's been staring at you in the window for the last 30
Yeah,
minutes.
bro.
He's been staring at me
Yeah.
in the window. Like, what the
Jody
heck is
said,
Tina
Jody
doing
said,
here?
I live right across the street. I watch you every day.
He's got his telescope in there looking at me through the window.
Mhm.
You
Nice
haven't left the
boxer.
house yet.
He said, nice boxer shorts, boy.
Yeah. You got a pretty mouth on him.
You know, it's funny because
Drone shots it. They're showing the TJ on the parade.
that's what Dusty was messaging me a little while ago, and he was like, "Who did you call to get yourself on TV like that?" And I guess I thought he was talking about the Mario float, but I guess it was the Dora Explorer one.
Mhm. Yeah, Dusty talking about, yeah, he wraps it in a towel, rest in the cooling now. So he marinates it in apple juice all night and the apple juice in the pan. Yeah, he keeps it moist that way. And like I say, the marinate, or you can do the marinate, rub on top, dry rub, and also like I say, doing the injection, which I like the best. I even, when I'm serious about cooking or even ribs, I might even inject ribs, inject the apple juice or some other type of flavored cherry juice, something like that. You inject it into the meat.
So what kind of stuff do you inject it if you don't mind me
Al,
asking?
that
I don't
sounds
want you to
good.
give out your secret.
No,
Oh yeah, what?
like I say,
what Al's-
I start with a mix of basically I'll buy some of the McCormick's mix at the store for whatever for like beef, pork ribs, whatever. I'll mix that with apple juice or even with vinegar in it, something like that, and just kind of put together, get a nice consistency, and then use the injector, pull it out, and start shooting that meat up until you see it start swelling a little bit, and then let it rest for about maybe an hour or two or overnight, your preference, and then the next day throw it on the grill. And even this, you'll see some people have a spray bottle of the same stuff and spraying the meat, keeping it moist on the outside.
Okay. Well, I'll try that
Okay,
for
man.
Christmas.
Hey, man, Al's making some good food, smoking a rack of St. Louis ribs with king crab
Exactly,
legs.
Mhm.
JD. But
Oh,
I don't know exactly where he lives though. Is my thing.
you're
Well,
like
I
an
know Port Huron,
hour.
but I don't know how far away Port Huron
It
is.
was like an hour and 40 minutes. It was about 100 miles. It was 98 miles, I think.
Yeah,
South.
because I'm trying to meet up with Jim, but apparently his phone is like messed up or whatever. Because I've tried calling him a few times and said the number you called is not accepting calls at this time. And then like
Maybe
I
he
tried.
has you blocked.
No, because no, he texted me and said that his phone has been acting up. Like, and I would text him, and his texts aren't even going through.
He's been having issues with his phone for a few months now. He
I
just
don't
hasn't
know.
pulled the trigger.
TJ,
Got
to
to
me
know
it sounds like he has you blocked, bro.
No, but no, because like I said, he did text
Sandwich.
me, and he said let me see if I can let me find him.
I remember that JD, the Danwich.
Oh, he said my phone. I used this was like on Tuesday.
Did TJ lock up or is it me?
No, it was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he froze up.
Mm-hmm.
Internet router's probably outside, frozen in the sun.
His time is up.
Yeah, he's gone.
His mother pulled the cord.
That's probably what happened more than anything else. You didn't come up here and run up my bill.
Yeah. I mean, here he won't shut the fuck up. Pull the cord.
Yeah, you come up here, and that's
I'm
all
sorry,
you do is sit
TJ.
on the computer, run up the bill. Like, and people believe it. They think the longer you sit on the computer and the internet, you're running the bill up.
Al, that's some update YouTube did about a month or so ago. Now you see everybody's YouTube handles instead of their actual channel names.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to make it easier for you to find people, like in chats where you might not have a blue or inch, where you can go straight to their channel. You can just copy and paste it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Al, did he ever sell that were you selling your Mavic 3E or was it the Mavic 3T you were selling?
Dude, King Crab Leg sounds so good right now.
I know, that's what I was thinking too, Paul. That's it. Oh, I got started the truck.
You having a fancy ass dinner.
They went to go
Look,
pick
Dre.
it up.
Look, Dre.
Al got that Christmas bonus early.
Look, Dre, I don't even have to leave my house. Look.
Oh, the auto start.
Oh,
My
yeah.
car's got auto start too. But the problem
yes,
is,
it started.
but see, mine starts in electric, so you can't fucking hear it, so you don't know if it actually started. It's hard to tell.
Dude, I do that so often to the vehicles at the city because a lot of them are hybrid,
Mhm.
starting stuff, and you can't hear anything. And I'll be hitting that start button, man, and I'm
I know they
I'm
need
like,
to put a light on the actual key fob,
something.
like a green light that will come on or
Mm-hmm.
something. They'll let you know that the fucking car's on because you
Oh,
can't
Or
no.
the
tell.
start or light under the start and stop button to let you know when it's on and when it's off. I'm like, man, that's why I tell folks I won't be buying an electric car anytime soon.
My
'Cause,
remote when it starts, when my truck is running, it
Mhm.
vibrates. It lets me know that it started.
The only time I can tell when my
There you
car
go,
is
Paul.
on is if
There
it's
you
Oh, that
go.
nighttime.
looks good.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was quick, dude. They just delivered it?
No, I had to go pick it
You go
up.
pick it up. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't realize he was gone.
Nice, enjoy it.
And they got pie with it and rolls, pumpkin pie.
Dude, Bob
Nice.
Evans has got some good food, so I actually like their food. We got one not too far from the house.
Boone's excited.
He gets all the crap you don't want to eat.
That means he's gonna dump all the corn.
He did choose corn over green beans, so he must like corn. Yeah, the one vegetable that has really no nutritional value. His body would reject the other nutritions. Try giving him green beans.
What's an M3E? What kind of drone is that?
Maverick 3 Enterprise.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's the real expensive Mavic 3. It's like top tier. Because there's like, and there are kind of like 4 levels of that drone.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got the Mavic 3E is the regular one. Then you get the Mavic 3M, which has the multi-spectrum, which is basically for agriculture. And then you have the Mavic 3T, which is the one with the thermal camera on it.
Well, then you'd actually have. I was including the actual regular ones. So there's like what 6
Oh, yeah.
different
Well, you're
ones?
talking about, the consumer ones. They get the regular Mavic 3 Pro, Mavic 3 Classic.
And then there's just the Mavic 3, right?
I think it was
I thought there was 3
Classic.
versions.
Classic was the basic model. You could get the Classic for under $2,000. And when it came out, I think it was like $1,800 or something.
Oh yeah, I remember it because that was the first one they released, and everybody was like, "How the fuck is it a classic when it's not?"
Well, actually, that was the Pro was the first one that was over $3,000 because it was the Pro combo kit. I think it was almost like $3,500, and then they had the regular Mavic 3 Pro, which is around $2,500, and then the Classic came last.
That's fucking disgusting, JD. That's fucking nasty. Yeah, I didn't realize there was 3 levels of the enterprise level. I
Yeah,
didn't know
there's
that.
3. Same, I say same thing with the new one when they changed it to this Matrice 4. You got basically what they've been doing. They've been advertising, especially the thermal ones first, and then they put out the other ones. But like I say, I bought the multi-spectrum one because I couldn't. There was a shortage on the Mavic 3 E's initially. So
Which is the most expensive one? The one you got?
The thermal is the most expensive.
Okay.
But I already had a thermal. I already had the Maverick Enterprise Advance at the time, and then I bought the M30T for the bigger jobs.
Yeah, that fucking drone is huge.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was like I said, it's worked out. Like I said, this is the first time I had to use my Mavic 3M, the multi-spectrum one, on a job I did this last weekend down there out in past Coachella, doing that farmland down there. Because like
Yeah,
I
we
said,
know
I
you
didn't.
got kicked off, TJ.
Yeah, like I said, I never bought it with intent to do agricultural work because I don't, like I say, Bakersfield's, 3 hours away, and going out past Coachella, that's an hour and a half away. So I never planned on doing agricultural work. But since, like I said, when you have a drone like that and you can't find a lot of pilots, because this has been a tough year. A lot, like I said, I was just talking to Al in the chat. Things got real slow for him. Things have been real slow for me. I keep talking to these contractors I deal with, and everybody's putting everything on hold.
Hey, you see what he put in there just now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that project went south, and I'm wondering if they were like not paying him on time or something. He just said they were
Mm-hmm.
chancing checks or bouncing checks is what I think he meant to put.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna have to
Wow.
go here. I'm driving my wife to the doctor's. I'll jump into my phone if you guys are still
Oh,
on.
Okay.
chasing. You were chasing checks.
Well, you have a good day, Ed.
All right,
You
Ed.
too, sir. Have a happy
Yep.
Thanksgiving. Enjoy
Well, thank
your
you.
turkey,
Yeah.
and don't eat too much, eh? Leave some for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well, see, I'm a sucker for
Happy
sweets, so I don't
Thanksgiving,
pile up.
guys.
Happy
You too.
Thanksgiving to you too, lady. And
Good to hear.
like I was telling Al that it's been tough this year, man. A lot of folks are just not spending jobs. They're spending money on jobs, requiring drones. So that's why I said that, gotta watch the markets, gotta be very careful, not to overextend yourself buying a lot of equipment because you gotta pay for that crap. It's no different. I can tell people it's no different in any other business. You just gotta be careful, use what you got, and then until things get better, then you can expand your business.
Wow, he's saying they were 3 months behind in paying him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's tough, man. Cause like I say, what do you do as the person who's supposed to be getting paid? You know, that's a tough pill to swallow when people owe you money.
Did you at least get your money and then before you cut ties? Al? Hopefully you at least got your check.
Yeah.
But then you got to worry when companies are acting shady like that, whether the check's going to even fucking cash or not when you get to the bank,
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll write you a check just to get you away from them. Then you'll go to the bank to cash it, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, there's no money in there."
Yeah. Well, yeah. And the problem is you get penalized for, trying to deposit a bad check, take it out of your account. But a lot of people won't do that anymore because it's criminal activity. Because now you can take them in court and say you guys never had the money there because it's going to be a paper trail.
Oh
So
yeah, you
you
writing
wrote
bad
me,
checks.
yeah, you writing bad checks with the intent of doing so. You owed me money, which is a civil matter anyway. Then you write me a check when you know good and well there was no funds there. That's criminal intent.
You know what's crazy is my aunt when I was in Kansas, she got didn't realize she had a warrant out for arrest because it was like a $10 or $15 check bounce,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't realize it. She didn't
Yeah.
do it on purpose. It just
Right.
she forgot the check was out and she didn't leave the money in there and it bounced. And a couple months later, here come the cops knocking on her damn door when we were there visiting.
Mm, yeah, that's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, it was like it was almost minimal because I remember Malcolm making a big deal about it. He was like, "Man, you guys are spending 3 times as much coming to get her."
Hmm. Paul, you cannot be done eating already.
Oh no, I've got a lot left.
I grade say, man. I said, what'd you do? Is eat just the meat by itself?
No, I ate a couple of pieces of the turkey, a little bit of the corn, and
Hmm.
a little bit of the
Mashed
breast
potatoes. Okay.
mashed
Yeah, I
potatoes.
was kind of curious why you ordered it so early. I figured you would have waited till this evening.
Yeah.
Still
He like
breakfast
me.
though.
Eat a little bit now, eat some later.
I did. I had to threaten with small claims. I had another
Hmm.
local contractor do the same. So I decided, along with the DGI drama, to go back to part time, not just a side hustle. Better that way.
Yeah. That's what I tell a lot of folks, man.
Well, I ordered it early, Justin, to answer your question, because everybody's going to be going to Bob Evans, and when I was there, the parking lot was full.
You probably got a lot of older couples going there that don't have
Oh
family
yeah,
around.
everybody was there was a gray head. Yep.
Yeah, they're not. They don't have the energy to make a full on Thanksgiving dinner for 2 people, so they're gonna go there. The only places open right now are gas stations, and the dollar stores are open half the day today, and then they close. I think they close at 2 o'clock or something. Walmart surprisingly is not open. They actually went back to taking Thanksgiving off. They took that away years ago. And like, was it about 3 years ago they decided to start taking it off again because they were getting so many backlash from customers and employees about not getting that day off from family. And I used to love those people who would come into Walmart, right? And they'd be like, "Why are you guys working today?" Because you're in the fucking store shopping. That's why. Like, if y'all decided you weren't going to come today, I said we'd have no reason to have us here. But everybody wants to wait till last minute to get shit. And these companies know that, so then they stay open. What's your tenant doing today for Thanksgiving?
What's that?
What's your tenant upstairs doing for
I
Thanksgiving?
don't know.
Y'all should have thrown your own little mini Thanksgiving downstairs.
Well, she's got family.
I thought none of her family lived around there.
No, they come and they go. You know what I mean?
Uh,
11:27.
opening a brick and mortar is not easy, Dre.
I know. That's why I'm glad, like I said, last year I had a great year. This year has been a fraction of what I did last year. And like I said, you gotta be cautious, man. I
Now
don't care. I
is
mean,
Dre, is your wife a school teacher?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I was saying, Justin. I mean, I've been doing this for the last 7 years flying, seriously trying to make a little money for the last 4 years. and just trying to see if I can generate enough contacts. And like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, I'm like everybody else in the industry. I want to get a government contract that would be my bread and butter month in, month out for doing services. And then if I had, be able to open up a brick and mortar, I'd also do sales. So like I say, that way I'm not dependent on one side or the other. I'm not just solely dependent on sales, that I also would be doing the drone services, doing flights and stuff.
Now,
And go
what do you
from
mean
there.
by sales? Like selling your job?
Yeah, I'll
Drones?
be I'll be a reseller, just like other guys out here, Drone Nerds, Drone Works,
okay,
and
okay.
all this kind of stuff. Because I know in my area there is nobody who sells drones except for going to Best Buy and stuff. And even if I had somebody who I had a connection with to do repairs, that would be icing on the cake and stuff.
That's a problem, honestly, is there's, besides Best Buy and, let's face it, Walmart and Amazon online, there
Hmm.
really is no brick and mortar drone shops anywhere. I mean, they're very sparse.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I would say the most heavily saturated area would be Florida. Florida's got about 2 or 3 companies there that do a
Mhm.
lot of drone sale, but I say that's all they do is sell drones, and I said that's where they're getting hurt at with all this, import stuff. If you don't have no product to sell, they don't, that you're getting killed. So as I said, like where I'm at, I think the closest store is down in San Diego, which is over 2 hours away from me. There is a company called I think it's DSLR or something like that, out of LA, but their primary thing is, I want to say, camera business. But like I said, they have multiple things they deal with. Drones is just part of what they do. And they actually post. I don't know if they do repair work or not, but I have bought a piece of equipment from them. And like I say, I bought mainly my high end drones. I bought from DroneWorks in Florida. I bought one from Drone Nerds, and I think you got the guy that comes on and does the drone drone supply or something. Not drone supply, drone something. The guy, Steel City Drones. That's what it is. Steel City Drones. I think they're in Pennsylvania. I hear about the guys in Ohio Drone Repair, whatever, and their big claim to fame is selling drones, thermal drones for people to do deer hunting and stuff. So yeah, my
Wasn't
thing is,
the Ohio drone one? Wasn't that the one where the guy got busted for running drugs?
no, that was a guy in Georgia.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he was doing drugs, and also he was altering drones so they would be able to be, before they dropped the geofencing. He was doing that stuff, and people were, they traced it back to him doing the job for these criminals who were dropping drugs in the jails
And they
and
found
prisons
drugs in his
in the shop.
shop. Yeah,
Yeah,
bunch of drugs.
yeah,
It wasn't just a little bit.
yeah,
See, that kind of news really sticks out.
yeah.
But
You
you
know,
save a little kid from a well, they don't give a shit.
yeah. If you don't hear it the day it happens, you won't hear it about it again and stuff. And like I said, I don't know how many drone companies are up in North. I was talking about the local drone vendors are selling their drones for a ridiculous price. How these companies going to exist? It's like I say, Al, it's like any other market.
Mhm.
By the potentially becoming limited items, it's a seller's market. It's like housing. The more we have limited housing, the price keeps going up. And like I say, those of us in the drone community, we see it all the time. How many folks you hear talking about them buying drones from Korea, Japan, Canada, all this kind of stuff. You
Especially
know,
Korea, that's the big one there.
yeah, that's the big one now. And like I say, but there comes drawbacks of that, because a lot of these same folks are crying that DJI won't support the care refresh. I said, well, you knew that when you're buying it. So don't try to come after the fact and say, I want my care refreshed. They said, well, you bought it through a third party seller in the first place. And it was,
Right.
and it's probably not as they said, not a real affiliate seller, because like a lot of guys here, they have signed what you call contracts or NDAs with DJI, with Autel, and whoever else is selling them. What other drones they're selling, that they will have to maintain a certain price structure and everything else as if they are a actual DJI store. So they don't get to mark up nothing. Whatever is advertised on the website, they have to do the same at their store. So that's going to be tough.
Oh yeah, small businesses. Like Best Buy and Walmart and Amazon, they'll survive it. They won't even notice it in their
Oh yeah,
pockets.
like I tell a lot of people, they were selling stuff, doing just fine before drones became a popular trend.
Yeah, it was just another thing to add to their inventory, but it ain't gonna
That's
make
it.
or break them.
Right. And like I say, it'll phase out just like those same stores, especially Best Buy when Circuit City was around. When their main competition is selling stereo equipment. Now you go into a Best Buy, it's a shell of what it used to be 20 years ago.
Well, and then it's gonna be like the only places that will be affected are places like Drone Nerds, Drone Works,
Yeah.
because that's all they do.
Yeah. And that's why I've always said I feel for them because that is their bread and butter. That's what pays the rent, keeps the lights on for them, unless they're doing side work on their own. Hey, Corey Mano.
Hey,
What's
Corey.
up, Corey?
It's another Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, so I know the guy up in Washington. I think Dale. He does Blue Skies. I think he still does drone services, and also with him also selling drones out of his company and everything. So yeah, yeah. But I remember those back in those days, Al, when Circuit City was around and Best Buy was still, they were growing still, and then you had what's the other big company? I know we have Fry's Electronics out here, and there was another
I think
company, but
Fry's is still around though, isn't it?
yeah,
Just
they've all
very
gone out of
sparse.
California. Yeah, they're not in California any longer. But I remember that was the top three electronic places to buy whatever you were looking for, especially for computer stuff and home, stereo equipment. A lot of the Best Buys had their own little specialized Magnolia Center and stuff
I'm
that you
telling
can
you, if
go in there.
Radio Shack would have never shifted, they
Yeah,
probably would still be around because they were a very niche market and the only one doing that kind of shit. And they
yeah.
decided to, let's get into cell phones like every other fucking retailer.
Yeah, that was the problem. Radio Shack kept jumping with the going trends. Before it was cell phones, they jumped on, tried to get into the home theater market and stuff instead of being a hobbyist store, which is what they started off to be, a home electronic hobbyist store. They kept trying to jump with trends.
Yeah, because you could
And that,
go in there and find like a rare, like a off the wall fuse or
mm-hmm.
transistor. Yeah, they were. That was the only place you could get. You couldn't get that kind of shit at Circuit City and all that.
No, everything was brand name packaged and already whatever you bought, that's what it was. I remember when I got one of my first cars, out of high school and stuff like that. I bought all my stuff out of Radio Shack. I bought the two-way uh what do they call, basically it's the main board that separates the bass and the treble and stuff like that. Bought the horn tweeters, bought a 6-inch 8-inch woofers out of Radio Shack. Man, I had one of the booming systems around back then and stuff. This is all before people were putting boom boxes in the back of vehicles and stuff. But oh yeah, that's, you built your own stuff. Crossover, that's what I look for. You bought your own little speaker crossover. And most people didn't know nothing about that because before that you had to buy a complete stereo at a swap meet or other little stores that sold you whatever their brand name was. And like I said, I wasn't gonna pay that kind of. I ain't had that kind of money back then, so I go to Radio Shack and buy all the little parts myself, wire it together. It was kicking.
Yeah, and then when Radio Shack got bought out by Sprint, they just completely destroyed it.
Yeah, they got. Well, like I said, they got into the cell phone market, and then they became a cell phone payment center, and that was a downturn right there.
I
But
mean,
like
if
I
you go
said,
back and look at the history of the company, that's mainly what they blame it on, is
hmm
them trying to get into the cell phone market because it was so saturated already.
yeah, yeah, that was the death of the store. But they had issues before that, and like I said, it just went back to them always jumping on the latest trend.
Oh, did you hear they're reopening? They're supposed to be relaunching 30 or 40 brick and mortar Toys R Us stores back up in the U.S.
I keep hearing that and I say, and you always hear those stories right around Christmas time. You know,
Well,
you don't hear this around Easter or the middle of the summer. It's always around Christmas time. I hear that story that Toys R Us is looking to open a couple of almost like pop-up stores just for Christmas time because everybody don't want to go to Walmart, even though Walmart would put Toys R Us out of business.
yeah, because you would find the same Lego set, say at
Hmm
Walmart, and it would be, $25 cheaper.
Yeah.
Walmart was killing them. Well, and then
Walmart,
Toys R Us was one of those companies too. They weren't really keeping up with the times as far as like a
right?
lot of these companies started going out of business because they weren't investing in the online side of it.
hmm They were slow to
And
get on that, and
even
I guess
Walmart was slow in getting on it. They just had the money to catch up.
yeah.
That was the
Well,
difference.
they caught up. But like I say, Walmart. I mean, Walmart had to compete with Amazon, who never have had real brick and mortar stores. They got a few
Yeah.
now, but like I say, Walmart's competition is like Target. So long as they could keep punching Target, giving them gut punches, they were okay.
Oh yeah, they killed Kmart too.
Yeah. Oh, Kmart went down real fast. That was like I think last Kmart I was in had to be back in the '90s.
Our Kmart went out of business about 7 years ago,
Yeah.
7, 8 years ago, and then they tore it down, and now there's a hotel there.
Yeah, I think it was around the '90s. Kmart started phasing out here in California, and by the early 2000s, they were no longer around.
But yeah, like the only difference between Walmart and other companies, Walmart actually had the money because they're so
Hmm
busy as a brick and mortar.
Right.
Actually had the money to catch up, but even they were falling behind on the online shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they just started like investing tons of money into it the last 2 years I was with them.
Yeah. Well, like I
Like they,
say, that the pandemic is what fueled online shopping. You know, Amazon had its little niche for a while, and they were just growing little by little. But when the pandemic hit, Amazon just blew up. They just went from a niche market to buy little knickknack things here and there to being full blown. Order your groceries, get your prescriptions and whatever else you need. Amazon can do it. And like you said, because of some of the other failing stores, Amazon is where you have to go. Like I say, we talk about Radio Shack. Now, if I wanted to go build something electronics, I have to go on Amazon to go find it. Because Walmart don't handle individual electronic parts and all that kind of stuff, but somebody will provide it, eBay or Amazon. Just like I had to buy two new trunk struts for my Jag. I was just the other day, and the rear hatch won't stay up, so I had to buy two struts. Now, where am I going to get that from? I had to
yeah,
go. I had to go on eBay, type in what I was looking for, some company in Missouri. Because like out here, and you probably remember them, Justin. Pep Boys
oh yeah,
gone.
we
Pep
still
Boys is
have Pet
gone.
Boys.
Yeah, we don't. Pep Boys gone.
Yeah,
And
we
that
got
and
one
I
in town still.
yeah, and that was about as close as of a place that would have like a generic everything for every car. It'll be like a Pep Boys. Now we still have Napa parts, and then you may have auto zones, but they wouldn't carry stuff like struts
Well,
for a trunk.
yeah, there's certain things though they can't actually get. It's a dealer only item. Like
Right.
Sarah's mom's hatch needed new struts,
Mm-hmm.
and I called up 3 different auto parts store. I called AutoZone,
Yeah.
Advanced Auto, and I called
Mm-hmm.
up I can't remember what the other one was, Napa, and all 3 of
Yeah.
them said we can't get them. You have to go to the dealer and order them.
But I bet you if you went on eBay, you find somebody sell them.
Oh yeah, somebody would have had gotten you either would have
Yeah.
got a used pair or somebody would have got a hold of some new ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a new pair coming. Cost me $37. Other place I had it for wanted something like almost $70. I'm like, shoot, please. And like I was telling some other day, I said I look for them magic initials OEM. You know,
Oh, and that's the thing too, man. Is every year these cars are getting more and more like where places like Tire Kingdom and stuff can't work on them anymore,
yeah.
and they'll tell you that we can't touch the system because it might be a sealed transmission, whatever. And they'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you have to go to the dealer for it.
Yeah.
And like my uncle was running a shop in Barstow, the 76 station right there off of 15.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually went over their paperwork for a 5-year period and were noticing that over the years, a lot of regular jobs they were doing, like fill pumps, different things like that, they
Yeah.
noticed were slowly dropping. And that was because of the fact that you are having to go to the dealer for certain stuff like that now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, miscellaneous stuff, struts for hoods and back hatches and stuff like that. Just like my the Chrysler Crossfire I still have. It's 20 years old. I can't even take it to the dealership. They have no mechanics who know how to work on it.
Well,
I'd
it's
be
like
better off I'd be better off taking it to the Mercedes dealership because it's all
it,
Mercedes parts anyway.
well, it's like good luck finding parts for Pontiacs too, since they've been out
Yeah.
since Pontiacs have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even find basic parts for some of those anymore. And
Right.
that's why they're going so cheap, dude. You can find Pontiacs for super cheap because
Yeah.
people can't work on them.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a other fact. Like I said, you got to find people who have knowledge to work on them, still have access to the parts. You know, so like I say, when I look for parts, if something happens to my daughter's car, which she drives a Crossfire now, I have to go on eBay and look under Mercedes, same model, same year, for parts.
And you're probably going to pay twice as much just because it has a Mercedes name on it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
it's
got a
not.
shopper. And just like I say, the turn signals on that thing in the front come from a Peugeot that no longer makes cars.
Yeah, and if it's not a popular car, like say like a Honda Accord, right, from the
Mm-hmm.
90s,
Yeah,
there are still quite a few out on the road. You're not going to have any aftermarket companies wanting to make parts for them.
right.
Like
Yeah,
certain models, like if they were kind of a not a real popular model, yeah, and you happen to have one, you're good luck trying to find aftermarket parts for it.
yeah. So that's all it's all about. So
Did you see that video of that guy that took the Model T into the Ford dealership to see if they'd actually work on it?
no, I haven't seen that video.
He had an old ass Model T and there was something wrong with it. And he actually took it to the dealership to see if they'd work on it. And they told him no.
So if anything, they should have offered to buy it from him.
I thought that was hilarious. I was like,
Yeah, yeah. There's something else.
but that's the thing. Sometimes you can find an item that will work on two different. It might be two totally different, like say hobbies, right? But the part works for both hobbies. But because one hobby is more expensive and it's labeled as that, and you have to buy it under that name, it's going to be twice as much. Yeah, just like the car parts.
Yep.
Murray's going into a turkey coma.
No, just listening. Boy, it sure is windy and cold here. It's 33 degrees and a high wind.
It's probably about 75 here, but it's all cloudy, a little calm. There's a slight breeze, but it ain't that strong. It's cool outside though. It's not like hot. So you got the whole family coming over, Dre, or is it just you and your wife and the two girls, or what?
Dre's muted.
Yeah.
What are you doing there for your Thanksgiving, Justin?
Sarah's making some Thanksgiving dinner. Her mom and Fred, they're going to his daughter's house, which is about 30 minutes away.
Okay.
So we're just doing Thanksgiving, just our family. As far as I know, that was the plan
How was
a couple
Thomas
days
doing?
ago. So, oh, he's doing good.
Now, does he have the same kind of allergies you do?
No, Kelsey does.
Oh, Kelsey does? Okay.
Yeah. Kelsey just had a procedure done about 3-4 weeks ago where they had to go up her sinus cavity and they did something where they burn it or something. I
Okay.
don't know. I think it opens it up or something. Not entirely sure what the procedure was.
Is it better since
But
then?
she seems to be doing better. So
Only time will tell, probably.
I need to go. I probably need the same thing done because both of us were getting really bad sinus headaches all the time. Oh, it's 31 there. It's pretty chilly. JD wants to know: is there any ships out on the water today, or they all take Thanksgiving off?
No, they're all at dock or at anchor.
So you ain't got nothing going on
There's
today.
there's
Huh?
there's nine of them at anchor out off buoys 11 and 12, and they've been there for a couple of days.
It looks like they added some more charging ports in my area at the Hilton. I don't use those anyway. I got my own charger at the house. But I don't even have to charge my car. It charges itself. You can just top the battery off if you want to. Yeah, there ain't nobody out.
There's the Great Lakes, and there's nobody out there. Look at all the way up to Mackinac.
Yeah, they might take a few days off. They might have a 4-day weekend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're all
Are
just
they just anchored in the middle of the water? Or?
Yep. Yeah. This is an area. Here's buoys 11 and 12. And here's an area here they call the Sarnia Lower Lakes, kind of a place where they can anchor. And here's the Walter J. McCarthy up here north of Lakeport, and the Algoma Equinox. There's the Federal Bearing, which is a federal ship. There's a Joanna.
Yeah, because even though they're anchored, I'm sure they're still on the ship because somebody's got to
Oh
stay
yeah,
behind and watch
the crew's still on board.
it. Hold on a sec.
So what time are you going to have dinner?
Oh, give me a second. I'm on a phone call. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. So what's new, Corey? We haven't talked to you in a while. You pop in every once in a while. That's that federal ship. That's Federal Transportation. It's a company. It's out of the Netherlands, I think. But I tell you what, the traffic is really heavy South Florida. Wow. It's just full of cruise ships. Here's all the ships on the East Coast. Busy, busy, busy. And the heavy blue ones are usually cruise ships. You get down here, south of Freeport, and there's the Tropic Freedom. There's the Radiance of the Sea. There's the Dola Ika. There's the Utopia of the Sea. Wonder of the Sea. Explorer 2. Disney Fantasy. Carnival. Carnival Dream. Allura, brilliant. MCS World America,
I'm back.
Freedom of the Sea,
TJ was
Resilience.
calling me.
What's that?
I said TJ was calling me.
Oh yeah, what's he doing?
He was trying to figure out because he said he's trying to send text messages and they're not going through. I said, well, try resetting your phone. I said, and if the Wi-Fi is acting up at your in-laws' house, try turning the Wi-Fi off on your phone and reset your phone and see if it fixes it. Because he's able to call me, but he said he tried to send text messages to multiple people and it's saying it's not going through. So I told him, I said, well, shut the Wi-Fi off. Try sending a message. If that don't work, reset your phone. See if it fixes that. So your phone might just be glitching out. Because he tried messaging me, but I didn't get no message from him. So
Yeah,
guess
Corey plays a lot of Fortnite.
yeah, I haven't played Fortnite in forever. I haven't even been in this new season with The Simpsons. I don't even know what it looks like.
Well, Justin, I think I'm going to call it.
Yeah, might as well. It's slow and it's almost afternoon time. So
Yep. So will I see you later today, maybe?
yeah,
Okay.
I
All
should
right,
be on
everybody
later.
in the chat, everybody here, thanks for being here. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again later today.
Later.
Bye for now.